I've been expecting you. So you got your first job, huh? Good. Welcome to the working class. Get comfortable, because you're gonna be here for the rest of your life. Maybe. I don't know. Some of you may actually be successful and this video doesn't apply to you, but that's not the point. Get comfortable. You've just entered hell. God damn it, stop looking at my hand.
Motherfucker.
No! Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Adrian, this is Uno, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About Shit. You're getting a job, huh? You know, it's funny because getting a job as a kid is always, it always seems so exciting. You always think about the money you're gonna make, how you're gonna spend it. You finally don't have to ask mom and dad for shit. And then the time to get a job actually comes, and it's still exciting, but it's more like nerve-wracking. You know, so like most of you now either have a job or are probably applying to a job. Now, sorry to break it to you, but those of you that are under 18, you're more than likely going to end up working at a fast food place. That's just a sad reality. Most people have to start out at fast food places because like most places like Walmart and Target and all those places, they usually don't like to hire people under 18. I don't know why. There has to be some reason, but like at least like for example, I applied to Target and Walmart multiple times before I turned 18. Constantly got rejected. And I know multiple people, same thing. Under 18, applied to Target, Walmart, constantly got rejected. It was the same shit. But anyway, right? You apply to a job. You apply to multiple places. You finally get your first interview. Now, let me tell you one thing, man. I remember when I had my first interview. I told a story about it on Talk About. Mine was an on-the-spot interview. Boom. I was not prepared for it. But that's what this video is for. I'm gonna help you prepare.
No, you ain't.
First off, when you go to an interview, even if you're going to a fast food place, quite frankly, you do want to kind of like dress nicer than usual. Maybe like don't wear shorts, wear jeans. Maybe a more casual but still nice t-shirt, you know. Do your hair, wear cologne, because this is the first time, you know, they're seeing you. So you want to look presentable. You want to look like a reasonable candidate for this job. And even if you're working at a fast food place, still do it, because, you know, it's better to look good and like look the part. Well, not look the part, but it's still nice to like have a good representation of yourself. Even when you're applying at a fast food place. Trust me, my mom has repeated this multiple times to me. I never want to actually tell her to her face she's right, but she is right. So go ahead and make sure to dress nice when you go to your interview. Secondly, if you're nervous, that is perfectly fine. Listen, don't even bother trying to hide it, because the interviewer is going to know 100% that you're nervous, and that's fine. Everybody gets nervous during an interview. If you can manage to like keep your composure and stay chill, that's fine. But if you're shaking a lot and you like try to stop yourself shaking, like don't worry, all right? Especially if you're like 16, they're not stupid. They're well aware that this might be one of your first jobs, one of your first interviews even. So like it's okay to be nervous. Now if you're like 20 something, try to bring it down a notch. This is mainly acceptable for the like 16 to 18 range, because that's the age range where most people get their first jobs. So, you know, first, you might get rejected by a few places, and that's fine. Don't get demotivated. A shit ton of places are gonna say no. They're gonna see and just be like you'll go to an interview even though they're not even looking to hire. So don't take it personally. Don't be offended by it, and just keep applying to different places. You're gonna get a job eventually, right?
Yeah.
So you got your first job. All right, so obviously you're excited, you're happy, you're like, yes, I got a job, I'll make some money, I'm gonna be able to buy stuff, right? So you get all excited and they tell you they're gonna pay you however much, 12, 13, 14, whatever, right? And you say like you want to do 40 hours. Dude, this happens to everybody. Do not even lie, all right? You are going to go home, you're gonna multiply the amount of hours you're gonna work by the amount you're gonna get paid. You're gonna see a big number and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I can finally buy this and that. I can finally go buy a PS5. I can go on a clothes shopping spree. I can buy all the DoorDash and Uber Eats that I want. But this is before you realize taxes are a thing. Yes, kids, they will take taxes from your paycheck. Now, either you will have to pay them at the end of the year, but most of the places now instantly just deduct the taxes from your paycheck, which, trust me, is it just saves you so much more time that they do that rather than having to do it all at the end of the year. Trust me. I remember when I got my first job, I got really excited, and so like I did the same shit. You know, I went home and I multiplied the amount of hours I was gonna do by the amount of pay, and I saw that number and I was like, oh my god, yo, I can finally pre-order games on my own. I can go to Publix, Walmart, any fast food place, and have money to buy whatever I want. If I do groceries with my mom and she doesn't want to buy this cereal, I can be like, well, you know what? I'll buy it. Yeah, because I make money now. And then your parents are gonna look at you like, this fucking idiot. Yeah, sure, go ahead, buy it. I don't care. Dude, let me tell you, that's happened so many times where like I've gone grocery shopping with my mom, and like I ask her for something and she says no because we don't have money, you know. And then I'll be like, you know what? Well, I have money. I'll buy it. And then she goes like, good. Oh, okay. You want to spend your money? All right. Then you're gonna pay for this oil right here. And then you look at it and it's like a $20 because she's buying like a gallon of it. And then you're like, no, it's fine, it's fine. No, I just want to buy the cereal. Shit, man. That shit happens. Trust, man. So don't be flexing your money too much on your parents because they do make more than you. Well, most probably. At least I hope. Actually. It's debatable, but regardless, they do not care if you make more or less money than them. If you have money and you're trying to flex, they're gonna make you spend. So be careful with that, guys and girls. We're inclusive here. Training. This part sucks. It is so boring because most of the training at most places now is you just sitting in front of a computer and watching these videos, right? But that's like honestly the most chill, and usually they pay you for the training, so you're getting basically free money for like watching videos. Yeah, they're pretty boring, but at the end of the day you're still getting paid, so does it really matter if they're boring or not? You know what I mean? But the part that really sucks is after the training videos, because now you know you come in for your first day hands-on at the job. They partner you up with somebody that is gonna train you, and this could be one of two people. It could either be the really dope person that's really encouraging and has patience and it's like, don't worry bro, you got this, or you're gonna get the grumpy shitty ass employee that just so happens to be really good at their job, and so they partnered you up with them. So pray to God that you get the first one, because if you get the second one, may God have mercy on your soul. The part that sucks most is about training is that even though you know that you're new and everybody knows that you're new and you have to learn all that stuff, it doesn't matter because you still feel like a noob. You have no idea what you have to do, and so like you're just like there like fuck, like oh my god, like I don't know what to do, this and this and that, and then you start getting anxious and nervy, and I'm like, oh my god, this is my first day, I already want to quit. No, I can't do this, man. This job is too much. How am I gonna learn all of this? I'm not gonna know any of this. I'm gonna be like the worst employee here. Trust me. Hey, calm down, all right? You're new, it's fine, everybody's new. When I started working at Taco Bell, I sucked, I messed up so many orders in the beginning, but trust me, you have to get through this first step in order to actually get good at your job. Nobody expects you to be perfect in the beginning. If you mess up in the beginning, your manager will probably be annoyed, but they won't get mad at you. Now, the other people, if they get mad at you, listen, ignore them, alright? They're fucking idiots, alright? But just calm down. It's fine to be a noob. It's fine to be bad. For example, when you start playing a sport or a new activity, alright, you suck at the beginning. You're not gonna be off the bat good. You need to learn the basics, the fundamentals, and then you start to become good, all right? So if you do art or dance or, you know, anything like that, you have to learn the basics at first, and even the basics at first you were bad at, and that's fine, because you know that with practice and over time, you're gonna get better. It's just a rule of life, all right? Same shit with driving. Unless you live in Miami, you never get better. You're always gonna be trash. The other part that sucks about being new is that you don't know anybody there. Now, unless you're lucky and you get to work at a place where your friends work. But quite frankly, I wouldn't want to work at a place where some of my actual like personal friends work at, because I would never be able to get work done, right? So we're just gonna ignore that. If you do get to work there, you're lucky, but at the same time I'd be like, are you really though? Anyway, but you know, it sucks being new at a job because you don't know anybody, right? So having to start up a conversation is very awkward. You just sit there while most people say jokes to each other that like you want to laugh, but like you don't want to seem weird, right? And it's just so weird. It's like when you switch to a new school in the middle of the school year, everybody's been knowing each other. They got their own friend groups going on. They got inside jokes. They got these things that they do, right? And then like you try to make friends, but you feel weird because you feel like an intruder. You're like, I want to make friends, but these it's very stressful. It's very stressful. But don't worry, just like that example, just like being at a new school, you're gonna get to know people eventually, and it'll just get easier with time. So now training is over. They taught you how to do everything at the job. You have a basic understanding of what you need to do, right? But something they always fail to mention while training you is what to do when there is nothing to do. It feels so awkward in the beginning, just standing there when there's nothing to do, but you see people doing shit, and then you're like, wait, so like, what do I do? Do I go and join these people? And like, what do I do? Like there's no customers, every task has been completed, there's nothing to do. What do we do? This honestly is the worst. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, this is gonna happen to you so many times even after training, right? Because most of the time, like when there's nothing to do, you'll just like stand there, but at the same time, you don't want to just stand there. Now in the beginning it sucks more because again, if you're just standing there, you don't want to look lazy to your manager or anything like that. But if you've been there for like 6 months or over a year and you're just standing there, who cares? Who cares, right? Who's gonna judge you? But in the beginning, you kind of don't want to do that because you're like, I don't want them to think I'm a shitty employee and I'm just lazy and this and that. So it's really, again, stressful and you get anxious. But don't worry, just like, if you see somebody doing something, just try to copy. If they're cleaning something, maybe like wipe at the table a bit, you know, do something. Just don't stand still in the beginning. Now again, once time has passed by, sleep on the job if you want, but not in the beginning. Not in the beginning because you want to get that good first impression. You're home now, finally, after a long day of work. After experiencing what is gonna be your life for probably the next few months, maybe the next few years, you finally arrive home. You're tired as hell. You take off that uniform quicker than you can blink, and you lay on your bed and you're just so thankful that you're finally home and how much you took for granted not having a job. Yeah, man, dude, I like coming back home from like your first day is honestly like one of the most rewarding things ever. Like you're finally done. Now you're just gonna rinse and repeat all over again. So yeah, pretty much after that, you start doing that for a few days, a few weeks. Before you know it, your first month has passed by. And finally, you know, you are starting to know people. You're pretty much used to everything at this point. You know, you're kind of more comfortable in your work environment and the people that are around you, right? So now you're more used to the job. And honestly, from here on out, it's just gonna get easier and easier, man. Trust me, it's gonna get so fucking easy, you know? And yeah, that's pretty much the experience of getting your first job. Pretty anxious, to be honest. It's pretty, hold on.
What?
It's very stressful. You get a lot of anxiety in the beginning, but eventually you become a pro and then you're like, yeah, whatever, bro. This shit was mad easy. And you forget about how much of a noob you were in the beginning. But yeah, that was pretty much it for this video. Let me know in the comments, what was your first job? What was it like when you first got there? You feel more comfortable now? You know, just let me know. And make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to turn on the post notifications so you get notified whenever another story time or let's talk about shit episode comes out. So yeah, my name's Adrian. This is Uno. Twisms.